I might get emotional during this because this is a super personal poem for me, and I'm already getting choked up. Real quickly, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's here, to Poetic 101, to my friends, to my teachers. I'm consistently supported by those around me, and I'm just so grateful.
That's my classmate!
Okay. You are now invited to my coming out party. I'm sure you received your invitation, covered in glitter and puffy stickers with the strict instructions to make sure you don your gayest apparel and be prepared to listen to Lady Gaga all night long. At my coming out party, we have snacks that include little homemade taffies, swallowing social anxiety, choking on body dysphoria, and chewing on constant fear of holding my partner's hand in public. If you look up, you'll see rainbow streamers hung on every ceiling corner, and my mother's face frowning and looking down on me with confusion and frustration, clouds passing, and occasionally I see the stern expression lighten just for a second. If you look at the floor, you'll see confetti in blue and pink, gender norms sprinkled in between my self-confidence, which lays in shatters on the hardwood. For refreshments, we have my tears, my mother's tears, cookies in the shapes of broken hearts, and little pink cupcakes with bows and flowers on them. In the goodie bags, you'll find heteronormative wedding cake toppers, man and woman holding hands, faces shining with happiness, and eyes filled with a simple, uncomplicated joy that I could have had. For the guest list, we have depression, who for its +1 is bringing days spent of me sitting on my bed, wishing for everything to just be easier. And then we have younger sisters, confused and stumbling over my names and pronouns, trying their best to stand and take my hand, and friends who support me more than anyone in my life. The first ones I came out to. And lastly, we have Mother, who spends days crying and telling me it's a phase, I'm just confused, I'm just a lesbian, and once that I should stop following the trends everyone my age is following. This isn't a birthday party, but boy, sorry, girl, am I being born again, rebirth in its finest, saying hello to a new me. For party games, we have standing outside of bathrooms and deciding to just hold it till we get home, and sighing when a classmate calls you a faggot under their breath, listening to your mother say how confused she is about all of this and wishes you could just talk to her, and then being confused yourself when hours later she'll tell you how handsome and masculine you look in a suit for your formal dance. Now, I look around the room and I see a pretty girl standing next to the window and laughing, and my heart skips a beat. And a boy standing next to the snack table looking like a snack himself, and a hella attractive androgynous person standing next to the kitchen door conversing, and my heart skips a beat. Oh, please excuse my comments. I'm afraid this heart has a little too much love to give. As you see, I take the love meant for myself and give it out to others, paired up with goodbyes and apologies. I guess it's a little weird or strange that I'm not smiling at my party. Please forgive me. I'm afraid I'm not used to this body or this environment. I've never celebrated who I am before, always told to hide it instead, repress it. I guess I spent so long hiding in my closet because my mother liked to lay out dresses on my bed and made the bedroom an uncomfortable place. Maybe one day I'll be able to correct my teachers, tell them the correct pronouns. Maybe one day I'll get to go to prom with a girl without getting called a dyke. Maybe I'll stop getting called a dyke. Maybe I'll forgive myself and my body. It isn't my fault I was made like this, or my fault I love like this. Maybe one day I'll be able to write poems about coming out without having to stop and take a step back in halfway through writing it. Maybe one day I'll be able to hear my mom's boyfriend call me an accident or a mistake without flinching. What is it that beautiful man, Bob Ross, says? No mistakes, only happy accidents. Maybe one day I'll accept myself as a happy accident, because if I'm a mistake or an accident to someone else, the least I can do is be happy for myself. However, today I'm ripping off my metaphorical mask. I'm not hiding behind anything anymore, stepping out of my comfort zone. You don't have to like it. I'm not asking you to. I'm reintroducing myself, holding out a hand to shake yours with a wide smile and shoulders squared and back straight. Born January 17th, 2001 at 12:07 a.m., Socorro Stankwitz. It's a scary thing to say. I'm a boy. I'm a trans boy. But a boy nonetheless. And this is my party. I see the hesitation in your eyes, and your hands clenched and shaking. And here, look, mine are too. But it's all right, all things considering. I suppose I can't expect you to understand this all so quickly. After all, it isn't easy to know something one way, to suddenly have it changed, having a daughter for 14 years or so, and suddenly having a son. I'm not saying you have to like it. I understand if it goes against your beliefs, though after our hours-long talks about religion and your values, I know it doesn't. I understand if it makes you uncomfortable. I understand if you're scared. I am too. But I will not let you ruin my party with your occasional measured glances that make my shoulders lower and quiet your girls that make my chest ache. I have planned this for far too long in the closet. Spent too long on the decorations and guest lists and catering and hinting at it to my friends. This is a place for me to be happy with myself, a place to be celebrated. If you don't like it, I suppose you don't have to come in. But let me tell you, my chest feels so much lighter. Having said all of this, having invited you in, still scared as hell, hands still shaking and legs doing the same, but relieved. Sometimes I see you trying to come in, Mom. I see you on the doorstep, leaning in and looking, smiling ever so slightly, but still hesitating. Is it because you can't forget all our fights? Because you can't forget all those dumb Facebook articles you read about millennials and queerness? Is it because your boyfriend is out there waiting for you, telling you not to go in? Sometimes you even step in a couple feet, hugging me and calling me your son. One day I hope that you can come in and join us, hold my hand, and look me in the eyes and tell me you're proud of me. A mother's approval is all a boy can ask for in the end, isn't it?